We talked about the Red Sox being hot right now, but another basketball player who's been red hot and who's been on fire lately has been Steph Curry, lighting it up from downtown as usual. And we always have known Steph Curry is a great, unbelievable shooter, maybe the greatest shooter ever in the NBA. But this year, without Klay Thompson, now that Durant's not there anymore, you just see him really taking the bull by the horns, and he has become the guy in Golden State once again and has taken over that Warriors team.
Well, he's healthy right now, and I think that's the key to it, really. He's playing at max health right now and playing at max skill, getting back into the rhythm. And believe it or not, it is a rhythm sport. Really, once you start getting hot, you can stay on a streak for a long time, and we're seeing it. I mean, the guy's been averaging over 30 points a game for the entire month of April. And I mean, today's April 21st, people. So we're talking about like several weeks, 3 weeks of averaging 30-plus points a game. Okay, and wins have come with that, too. They've been on the winning. They've been winning. They brought Boston to the max the other night, where it was a great shootout between, I'm wearing his shirt, Jason Tatum dropped 44, but Curry dropped 47. Luckily, the Celtics pulled out the win, but it was just really one of those things where at any point in time, Steph Curry can will his team to win. And with the points that he's dropping, only a couple other guys on his team have to kind of chip in. Because, like I said, averaging over 30 points a game for the last 3 weeks, really a player that's on fire, a player that I told you has changed the game. And we've talked about this in the past on the show about how he's really changed the game. And part of it I like and I love, and part of it I dislike. And we'll get to the part I dislike, because right now, being a high school basketball coach, you can't get these kids to shoot a mid-range jumper. All they want to do is shoot three-pointers because of Steph Curry. So he's literally changed the game that just everybody wants to shoot threes all day long, and they're trying to water down the mid-range game. And maybe call me a basketball purist, but I love the mid-range jumper, and I think it should always be part of the game. But maybe it's like that olden days when, people wouldn't dunk, they'd lay it in, and then people started dunking. So that was even a change of the game. I think we're kind of seeing a change of the game now, where the three-point dagger is really starting to be bigger in the game. And Steph Curry is obviously the guy that's leading the way. And then when he has his splash brother out there, Klay Thompson, dropping threes, obviously they're just really exciting team to watch without Kevin Durant. I don't care. They didn't need Kevin Durant. When they put him onto that team, they just became better and obviously a championship-winning team. But they didn't need him, really. With those Splash Brothers and Draymond Green, that team will be just fine. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Klay Thompson get healthy and get back on the court. But in the meantime, Steph Curry is just on fire, and he's taking this team on his back.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I missed the mid-range game, too. That's why I always love Paul Pierce. But, Curry has changed the game. You're absolutely right. I think he really resonates, too, with younger kids because he's kind of small. He's not this big, 6'8", physical specimen like LeBron is. He's not like Harden. He's not like, some of the bigger guys. Even like a Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown.
Go kill this thing.
Go get him, man. Knock that thing down like Steph Curry knocks down threes. But yeah, Curry's been unbelievable, and he's one of those guys who has changed the game. Analytics is part of it too. Coaches now believe in spreading the floor out, guys knocking down threes, opening up the lane for other players. We'll see if it shifts back because now, NBA teams went small for a while. Now you're seeing the reemergence of big men in the NBA with Joel Embiid and Jokic and Rudy Gobert and Clint Capella and some of these other, Bam Adebayo and all these other big guys that are coming back. Anthony Davis when he's healthy. You have all these big guys now kind of coming, the brow, baby, coming back, even though he's a Laker, coming back. So, we'll see if there's a shift in, the tendencies of these NBA teams now that there's more big guys that are that skilled, so things change all the time in all these sports leagues, but especially in the NBA, there's trends and then things go back to other ways. So we'll see if this continues. But yeah, Curry is just, the shots he was hitting against the Celtics, I know they lost, but he was hitting daggers against the Celtics where you're just like, there's no way that's going in. And then he hits it. And it's like he was practicing it, that shot in his driveway, for the past 3 days, and then he just hits it easily. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah, I think Steve Curry, like as a coach, sometimes when a guy shoots a three, you're like, don't shoot that. But then it goes in. You're like, all right, nice shot. I think Steve Kerr at this point is just like, let's just chill out and relax. Let him just do his game and just pull threes, because that's what he does. And obviously he's got the patented, I call it, the patented look away three, where he just shoots it and he runs down the other end of the court because he knows it's going in, and he shoots at such a high percentage that he can do things like that. But I think you brought up a great point where with the game going, beyond the arc, let's say, that big men are having to adapt and big men are learning how to shoot. And your best big men, I should say, are the ones that can shoot beyond the arc and bring their game outside. And we're talking about, being able to bring a center outside of the paint defensively, which is huge because now it opens up to be able to be your guards to attack the hoop, or guys to pass and cut and attack the hoop with the center not there defending the hoop. So it's definitely changing the game. And like you said, the big men are adjusting to it. And Steph Curry's the one that's leading the way of changing the game by bringing the game deeper beyond the arc. I mean, this guy's shooting from the logo. He's got LeBron James trying to shoot from the logo because he's shooting from the logo. And you got Dame Lillard shooting from the logo and Harden. But it all started with Steph Curry doing all that because he was doing all that and people were so amazed, and his Splash brother. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys get really back on the court so they can start dropping threes together. But in the meantime, Curry's just going to be dropping 30 to 40 points a game until Clay comes back, and I'll be watching and enjoying every second of it.